bro. Hey, Rem, can you talk?
Yeah.
So, pretty much, Elise doesn't want us talking about free will, but we're talking about like black people's problems in the United States, and I'm saying like it's predicated on variables, like everything. Well, I'm a determinist, and these people believe in free will, pretty much. So you kind of see where the disconnect is
Well,
real quick.
of course, certain situations happen outside of your
I'm
control,
talking
but you
about
still
all situations are predicated on determined variables.
Not true.
you as a
Wait.
person.
Wait. You brought me into. I believe in free will as well. You know.
Why are we
You
in
believe in
this?
free will?
Yeah. I'm not a determinist.
Okay, well, this backfired real fucking.
What? I don't think the free will. I think it's really a useless discussion. I don't think it ever needs to be brought into any discussion outside of a question of free will.
It doesn't matter anyway because I think he's set in his mind, and I'm pretty much set in mine.
Well, what is the core discussion?
It's that I'm saying that there's determined variables that cause black people like they are, like where they are now.
It's yes, it is true to an extent, but it's not. Determinism is like a really far-reaching.
Not only that, but that's like saying like you got Johnny and Justin, they're brothers. They grow up in the same house, same mother, and all of that stuff. That one
Oh, I
and
get
the
it.
other is both predisposed to what's going to happen, but one becomes successful, the other one becomes a gangbanger. They're two completely different people. They've made two separate decisions.
Right. So it's the whole like okay, well, so essentially it's this I assume this is the argument about well, black people. Well, I'm confused. What is your position? Is it that so obviously black people are immediately put into on average, of course. This is always talking about on average
Average.
are put into poorer socioeconomic conditions than white people on average. I think
Yes,
everyone can
we're
agree on that.
discussing-
And as a
Well, there's
result,
also a larger per capita as well.
It's the
So
choice argument.
you have to consider
That's
this as
the
a factor too.
but do you think
reason
that
we're saying-
black people can like somehow choose to get out of their conditions?
Absolutely.
Really?
I agree too.
They
What
do
do
it all the
you-
time. They do
Here
it all
we
the
go,
time.
boys.
Well, we know that they don't do it all the time. Black people
They do.
poor black people born
There's
into
plenty-
poor black
There's
families.
plenty of successful black people who either come
Okay,
from below
one
middle
sec.
class
I can just post.
or middle class.
Listen, as a black male, I can tell you that there are many of them who climb out of the ladder. It is possible. It is always possible. That's why America is
I've
America.
seen it. I have friends that have done it. It's
Okay,
because
again,
they
why are you
become
bringing
a
again?
fucking fool and go hang
Why are you
around
guys
with
talking about
fucking
anecdotal
dumb-
stuff? Anecdotal stuff
Yeah.
has no relevance here. It's completely irrelevant. Especially, we're talking about an average thing across the country, and statistics show that black Americans who are born into poor family usually stay poor.
But
And they do.
that's shown across all races and genders.
Pardon?
That's shown across all
No.
races.
To black people, it's done to
You
it
wanna know
happens
what
to a
the
far
issue
greater.
is?
There are statistics showing this. Are you denying the statistics?
It shows in both white and black families. Do you want to know what it is? It doesn't show in the Latino family, but do you want to know what it is?
Okay.
Fatherless homes.
Right. Wow.
That
Again,
is true.
obviously, people who grow up with a single mother are going to be predisposed to worse conditions than someone who has, two
Absolutely.
parents.
For
But
the record, I brought this up earlier about broken families, like 2 hours ago. 3 hours ago, actually, now I'm looking at the clock.
You
I agreed with you.
but that doesn't mean you automatically become a criminal. Like I pulled up the example earlier about you have Johnny and you have Justin. Johnny and Justin both have a single mom, but Justin made smart decisions. Said, "I'm going to stay in school and not end up like my mom and dad." That's what they said. The other brother said, "This guy's selling weed. I'm going to go sell weed with him and make some bank."
Okay.
He's out there sagging his pants and banging bullets.
All right. So yes,
There's a difference.
black people in general, poor black people, there's a much higher rate of them being born into families with a single mother with no father present, and if they're present, they're obviously not going to be present as much as they would be if it was, for example, a white family. But I don't understand that is something that has happened over time to the black community because they've largely been shafted
Oh, no,
so
no,
long
they-
in
they
America.
used
You
to
think that's a
have,
choice? You think black
they didn't
people are
have-
somehow predisposed to the choice?
Yeah, they believe in choices. This is all.
What-
Oh yeah, they make the choice.
Again, people indeed make a choice, but their choices are always going to be sort of influenced by their cultural upbringing and their
I
upbringing.
mean, I had a cultural upbringing that I fully reject today.
Again, why are you bringing up anecdotes? We know from statistics that people who are born into poor families,
But a statistic is not a guaranteed number. It is a combination of
Excuse
different
me.
numbers.
any sort of political discussion is never going to be universal or absolute. It's always done with averages. It's about what is most likely. It's an
I'm
inference
aware
to
of
the best
that.
explanation. So what is the
But that's
argument
not the
here?
point.
What are you
Fuck
trying
the
to argue?
statistic. It's not a guaranteed number.
But no one's. Is anyone here making an absolute guaranteed claim that absolutely every
But
single
you're
black
using an
person
average.
who's?
It's not a guaranteed number.
Do you
the
not
whole
understand what an average is?
Yes,
What's
it's a
an
combination of all numbers. It's the center of the combination of all numbers.
No.
Yes.
No, it's usually described as the mean. What you're describing is the median, and that's usually not used. Usually the mean is used. And further, we use the average to estimate what is most likely
If I have the
to
number
happen.
50 and I have the number 100, what is the average? It is 75, correct?
Again, what are we talking about now? What are you trying to argue here?
All right, so it is the center number of the combined numbers.
Are you trying to say that your anecdotal
mean-
experience is more relevant
No.
to the discussion than
No,
statistics?
I'm telling you, but you're trying to pull up statistics. that make
Which
them
are
happen,
relevant.
okay? I understand that, but the whole point is the numbers aren't guaranteed.
You're
Because
right,
it's based on
actually.
an average.
You know what's
You're
also not
going with-
guaranteed? That the sun is going to rise tomorrow. Because look, on
Actually,
average,
You're-
hmm?
Go ahead.
On average, that is actually the case. Like every single time so far it's happened, but it's not an absolute guarantee, you know. Because we know they could happen tomorrow that the sun doesn't rise, and then what then? But we use averages as a basis to decide what to do. That's what averages are for.
We went through this. We went through knowledge, having absolute knowledge, and all.
Well,
these
in politics and economics, everything is average based. Nothing is absolute. Okay, so I don't understand what is the
But this isn't what
disagreement
this
here?
is about. This is about conscientious decisions on black communities based on some predispositional condition that you've placed them in.
Are you denying that
That's
the
why
way
the
that someone's
average-
brought up doesn't affect the way that they make their decisions?
They still have a decision, is the point.
Again, we're talking about the influence that happens to someone's decision making.
Influence. I had bad influence. my
Again, can we
entire
stop bringing
life.
anecdotal? I can give you the exact
But
opposite
that's
case.
why your
Well,
average
I grew up
doesn't
and I was just the
matter. You're
reflection.
saying they're predisposed, and I'm telling you they're not. They're not predisposed to think a certain way. They're not. They have a fucking decision.
Okay, again, they're not completely predisposed as to what to do,
They have
but
a
they're
decision.
predisposed in the
They
way that their
have a
decision
decision
making, their
to
decision.
make. They have a decision to make.
I mean, like, who is it that
They are
brought me
not
in here?
guaranteed
This
the
guy is
situation
just
they're in.
beyond
They have the
talking to.
option to
They
get
don't
out of it.
understand.
They
They don't
have
understand.
the
It's not.
option.
It's not worth talking to this guy.
Wait,
Chad.
pause, guys, pause. Okay, Ram.
Yeah.
We've set up
They-
this rule that people have free will. So, so that
They
argument,
have the option to get out of what they have done.
yeah, they have it.
They have the
So
option to not even be in that situation.
Yeah, so don't make that argument. If you want to argue for the stuff that, like, they're predisposed to, talk about influences in culture or whatever.
That's what I've been saying. That's literally what I've been
doing
saying.
that.
Is that it's an
I was
influence on
influenced
one's
by
decision
criminals my
making.
entire
But
life.
what
That's
is
why
the
your
influence?
average doesn't matter.
What do you mean? What is the influence? The
I
influence
was
is growing up in a
predisposed-
family.
I was predisposed. Okay, I was predisposed to everything that you're saying that they are.
He's saying because he's the outlier that you're like the averages like don't matter. That's like what you're saying.
Yes,
pretty
that's
much.
what that is. That what you're saying?
Your average
That's
literally, your average does not declare that black people automatically
Fine, we're
are
not
going to
talking
be
about absolute.
No one's talking
in a
about that.
predisposition.
No one's.
Nobody's
I'm
talking
not.
about
I'm not
absolute.
making that claim. I'm not saying that all black people are somehow predisposed into conditions that they're born into. I'm not saying that. I've never said that. If you've been listening to me, what I've said is that because of the environment that these people grow up in, their decision making is going to be affected and influenced by their environment, and so their decision making and their choices that they make may not be as correct as someone who was born up and brought up in a very privileged position.
May. I like the word may. May.
Again, I've never said otherwise.
Right. That's why I don't care about your average.
But I'm
That's
sort of just.
That's the point, Rem.
That's the point I'm making. I don't care about your average. Stop bringing it up.
You need to understand that this isn't like that. Like, okay, it's like on average, they're in this situation. That's not the point of it.
What's
That's
the
not the
point
point
you're
of this
trying to
debate.
make here?
And on average, they have an equal opportunity to say, "Well, I'm not going to be like that."
No, no, because opportunity is very much rooted in the environment in which we were brought up, which they did not have a
Pretty much
choice to
rooted
do.
With 2 feet to get up and move and do
Oh
something about
my
it.
God, no! That's are you saying that someone who was born and was not educated to the same level has somehow the same opportunity as a white kid who was born up in a
Damn,
private
we
school?
figured out how to use tools somehow, didn't we?
Oh God, you
How
are
did Eli
just
Whitney invent
so
the cotton
beyond.
gin?
Like, you really think that someone who grew up with a single mother who had to stay at home to watch after their siblings is somehow
can
going
learn
to
to
be
read.
given the
Yes,
same
they can learn to
opportunity
write. They can go
to
and
get
find-
into
they can go and
college?
find a tutor.
Oh
They
wow,
can
you are.
use
yeah.
different
Guys.
You guys are
don't
just
agree.
racist. That's what you
They
are.
can
No,
go and find
Yeah,
a
you're
tutor.
just racist.
They can go
Rem.
and find a tutor.
No,
they
no,
can go and get a
I'm
job.
muting.
That's not.
He's not worth listening to. Does anyone else have something
Right.
to say that isn't just blatant racism?
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
My dad taught Sunday.
If this is some
That-
anecdotal
you
shit, I
call
don't
it-
want to hear
hold
it. I don't want to hear
Listen.
it.
You're wrong because I know people who've done it. So you're
Oh,
wrong.
I see. He's joking. He's
God.
joking. He's being facetious.
I'm not being facetious.
Yes, you're
He's
being
not,
facetious.
he's not, Rem.
You are
Rem,
not
I was
serious.
here. I've been
Really?
here. I've been here
All
for a
right.
while, bro.
He
I've
is
literally
not
been-
serious.
He's serious. He's being serious, bro.
Are you
Let me
being
tell you
serious?
something. Let me tell you something. Determination to strive for better is one thing that black people have buttloads of.
Oh wow.
Because of
Yeah.
that,
Okay, I muted him too. This is too much. Why are you in the server? Why do you spend your time in this server? It's absolutely awful. Like these are.
I was just looking for debate servers. I was looking
Okay.
These are just
Pause, Rem,
racist.
to answer your question.
What? What's this?
Wait. To answer Rem's question, the reason why Fad is here and why we welcome him here is because we want opposing opinions so we can actually have debates. That is why. Okay? So you don't be like, why are you here? Because we don't agree with him. That's the whole entire point. That's why we like having Fad here. Okay?
Well, but no, I'm asking why he's even bothering to be here when he's surrounded by a bunch of racists and idiots.
Look,
That's
okay,
his-
no one's racist here.
Oh no,
literally
you're
no one's
definitely
racist
racist. You're definitely racist. But
We have a
okay.
black guy here, we have an Asian chick here.
Oh
we
right,
have-
that means that you're not racist. That's not how that works, my friend.
No,
anyway,
yeah.
Fat, if you
that
wanted to
is how it
talk
works.
again,
We're welcoming
message me.
people.
Wow, that was quite something. Why can't black people just go out and get a tutor? God damn it. You're attacking everyone who wants to discuss. Yeah. Wait, me? I'm attacking? Of course I'm attacking them. They're racists. What do you want? Literally, it's someone who's saying, it's literally someone who's saying that, no matter what conditions you're brought into, you have the same opportunity to be successful in life. And that's bullshit. That is bullshit. How can you be so deluded that you think that, a black guy who's born into into a family with tons of siblings, younger siblings, their father isn't around, they have to go work for 6 hours a day and they have to go to school. Are you really trying to suggest to me that they have the same opportunity as a rich white kid who goes to school and has a private tutor? Are you really suggesting to me that they have the same opportunity as them? Because if so, you're totally fucking deluded. You're absolutely deluded. I don't know what you want me to say. So yeah, there you go. That was a weird waste of time, wasn't it? I don't need, they're not worth talking to. They're just racists. Everyone has the same chance to chase their dreams. No, but we're talking about opportunity. And opportunity, we're talking about equality of opportunity. This would be a great time to read John Rawls and the principle of opportunity. So if someone has a better chance of doing something, that they don't have the same opportunity as someone else. That's just what we mean.